hello vlog, so you would not guess what I've been reading. It's Waking the Dead by Yvette, and I got this recommendation from the book blog. This is a short story collection, and there are 11 stories in this book, I believe. I've been putting my star ratings. First two stories, The Child Abandoned and The Bridge, they have a more mythical, fantastical twist to them, and perhaps that is why that kind of horror does not really impact me that much. Whereas the third story, Delivering the Goods, this does not have the mythical elements like Capre and the Diwata, those kinds of things. It doesn't have that. But the horror of number 3 is the reality. The horrific reality of how some Filipinos have to live in order to survive. Boss X is my favorite so far, and I've given it 4 stars here. But I'm waiting to finish all the stories, and maybe it's a 4.5. Because I really love this story. Like, the pacing was just right, okay? There was nothing mythical about it, though there is some kind of like Black Mirror-esque quality that I really love. And it doesn't tell you exactly what happens, but you know what it is, and that's sort of like, it's very satisfying, this short story. Waking the Dead is the next story, and it is the title track. Yeah, so, and it's like a 3-page story, very short. This is sort of also like beyond the realms of reality, and it's so short. I mean, the first 2 are short too, and this one is even shorter, so it left me wanting for more. Dude, this guy literally swam the ocean for the girl that he loves. So, the standards have been shot to hell. Okay? Mama, sino bumili nito? Si Mama. Ah, si Mama. Okay, we can share. Dude, I've skipped working out for 3 days because I had my period. And now that I'm sweating, I feel so good. Dude, you would not believe what my husband just got me. So if you didn't know, my favorite food of all time is anything potato. Mashed, fried, baked, boiled, and yeah, I love this. Binili mo para sa akin? Dahil. Repetition sees me, we told you I'm crazy. Had to forget it, but we just couldn't. And I very hatches, but I keep looking for a photo. Okay, last night I finished Waking the Dead, and I think the last story that I talked about was Stella for Star. Yeah. Or Kulog. Was it Kulog? Yeah, I think it's Kulog. Okay, Kulog is a story mainly about capres. We've all heard about the Capre story, but also, who are the real monsters in this world? Okay, and then Fade to Nothing, about this toxic relationship between a girl and a guy. And the ending was just not satisfying to me. I bet there's a deeper meaning to that, but I couldn't grasp it. Stars in Sidhi are the last 2 stories, and I could not get myself to care for these stories because, once again, it introduced the mythical creatures, but not in a very approachable way. Like, it somehow almost feels like it's trying to showcase everybody. But I kind of liked it when it was just like in Stella for Star and Kulog. I think that's better when you're just focusing on one creature at a time. Okay, so basically I am giving this 3 stars. Okay, to feel accomplished, I'm going to try and transfer some of the junk in my closet, as can be seen here. Okay, Actually, I have to address this too, but that's for a different time. I'm gonna put them up there in the unused cabinet. Okay, quick update. Almost done with this, but it's almost tidy. Almost completely tidy. Oh, I still have to fix this white basket. But overall, I think this one looks okay. I still have not done the closet thing though, because I was procrastinating, and I was trying to get the kids to go to sleep so I can do my stuff. I forgot to mention I read a book, Priest by Simone, and this book I think is what they would call smut, and the crass language is so funny to me. There's a lot of quivering and swelling going on, and it's just hilarious. Basically, the story is about a priest who falls in love with this girl who is confessing to him one day about her sin, and that is, you know, the nature of her sin is carnal. She's working at a strip club and she's looking for penance. Yeah, so he falls in love with her. So what happens now? What happens next? So it was like kind of interesting actually, but yeah, at first the smutty parts were so funny. Like, it's so funny to read, like the descriptions and the dirty talk. It's funny to me, but then, you know, after a while it gets a bit boring, and the smut is not like closed door, I mean, obviously, so it's like being very detailed. At times you could just like skip many pages, just wait for the conversation. And then yeah, so I gave it 2 stars because it was an okay book, but nothing groundbreaking. Okay, first step is to remove whatever's inside. This is my favorite spacious bag. I use this for vacations. My Cath Kids Den, given to me by my mom. Okay, this backpack is super cute, right? And originally it had a bow here that's like this, but I had to cut it because it's doing this. Look, these are my journals from before I got married. I remember this. This is the high school. Yeah, high school diary. Oh, this one is from my first year of college. Oh wait, no, second year. This is the oldest one. Grade 1. My diary. 2006. Dang. The rainbow fish. I think this is 2004. Dear diary. Wow, so cute. Dude, I love journaling. I'm going to church first. They're still sleeping. Dude, I'm so happy. The new aircon has arrived. Okay, and we're gonna move the old aircon. Well, it didn't arrive, we took it home. And the old aircon, we're gonna move it to the kids' room. We're gonna fix the kids' room. That's where they're gonna sleep starting this year, once we clean that room up. So I'm so excited because I'm gonna have all the space back to me. And probably I can return the lights. There used to be lights over there, but we removed it because safety hazard for Yan Yan. Hello friends, so what I have been reading recently is called The Drowning Woman by Robyn Harding, and this book is so unique. Okay, I have not read a thriller that is like a domestic thriller. It has all the elements that I like in a thriller. Basically, the story is about this woman who is down on her luck, and she is so poor. Something happened in her past life that she had to run away and figure out how to you know, get by. Like, she has literally nothing. And so she lives in her car. Basically, that's what she does. And then, so she was sleeping in her car, minding her own business. Then she hears the woman crying. She looked out her car window. There was this woman standing in front of the lake. She was crying. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep. And then she hears a splash. And this splash... Oh no, I gotta interrupt this video because I didn't see her trying to kiss me, babe. I kid you know. I'm sorry, my girl. I did not see. I was so absorbed in my story.
Yeah, because the kids are see you and then I didn't kiss you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me kiss you now. I'm sorry. Okay, so she stood and I mean, she went out of her car. She didn't see the girl anymore, and the woman has jumped. Okay. And then eventually, eventually she jumps into the lake, saves the woman. And the woman says, like, hey, dude, why did you even save me? Like, I wanted to die. I wanted to die, if you're Australian. That joke. And our main character's like, you look like a rich woman, and I'm pretty sure that your circumstances cannot be as bad as my circumstances. And turns out this woman is abused, okay, and that is why she jumped, and hence why the book is called The Drowning Woman. Okay, that's like the first 10%, 15% of the book. 20% is when the drowning woman asks her for advice and asking her, okay, you were able to escape your life, like, how did you do it, and can you please help me uproot my life here, escape my abusive husband, and move, like, run away somewhere else and start my bakery because that's my dream. Yeah, so that is where I'm at right now. I'm really loving this book. I'm being very propelled. And it gives me the Last Mrs. Parrish vibes, but different plot twist. If you read that book, it's just the vibes are the same, is what I'm getting. So I am very excited to read this book. I mean, continue reading it. Yeah.
I want to find her that it be my mom's name.
This boy won't go to sleep.
What?
You not take a nap, boy. You not take a nap, boy.
I want to try to find her when my mom's name.
Hello, so I finally finished The Drowning Woman, and I am happy to report that this book is actually pretty good. And I think it has reignited my want to read more like this kind of like domestic thriller. Like, it has all of the elements that I like in a thriller book. Not boring, closes all the loops. I couldn't see any plot hole, but it was just, you know, so fun to read. And sometimes you just need something fun to read, you know? And I do have a Robyn Harding book that I thrifted a couple of years ago, and I'm kind of wanting to pick this up because Robyn Harding is pretty good. I'm hoping that she is not a one-hit wonder. I give it like 4 stars. I can't even tell what the missing star is, but it just didn't feel like a 5-star book. But I really liked it a lot. Okay, thank you so much. Bye!